Market bias in large cycles significantly affects volatility and momentum, with bullish phases typically more intense than bearish ones, reflecting the market's underlying optimism. The market isn't separate from human life, so traders don't need to monitor assets 24/7 or buy at every relative bottom. High-frequency trading bots, despite their speed, often struggle with corrective order surges. Thus, exiting a position in stop or profit are equally sound choices technically. Weekly openings usually follow a clear direction, peaking around midday and stabilizing by the afternoon close. By analyzing the previous day's strength, traders can gauge the chances of an upward trend at the week's start. With the SATURN system, you can choose which envelope to follow and plan your trade accordingly, by both using the system as a hand-guiding indicator for a more human approach, or simply let the scalping bot 1.2 operate for you while you are doing something else than watching charts 24/7, or simply leaving your money into a single sell or buy orders. All of this is still a work in progress, but every analysis I have gave you so far is ultimately influenced by the SATURN system. So if you like my performances, this is my secret. I have shown publicly the immense power of the SATURN system by documenting its analysis in the weather forecast section of the House of Saturn, giving you daily updates to daily market outlooks in a simple, weather-style format, making complex market analysis easier to understand and follow. You are free to check. So what's all that about? The first indicator is the long-short SATURN system. Mixing geometric trading with cyclical analysis allows the system to calculate in real time, no matter the time frame, a set of envelopes that consists of 8 different calculations in order to give you multiple possibilities of trading. The key envelopes are the breakout and breakdown levels. They act like a stop in profit by automatically lifting or lowering as the price moves, thus avoiding you dangerous stop-loss hunts and ultimately saving you from a bad trade. The maximum elongation levels contains every envelope, giving a look into the future of the swing you are following to let you estimate the absolute top, while the moving averages gives a millimetrical approach for minute candle scalpers. It works much like moving averages or bands should do in theory. In practice, it works better. Mostly because it follows specific cycles, thus avoiding the confusion of setting parameters without an idea on scales and cycle geometry. The second indicator is the Progressive Plus Customizable Force Index, and it aims to predict the market strength based on an RSI styled from 0 to 100 scale of oversold or overbought. The customizable version allows you to set different cycles, while the progressive automatically adapts. A typical start to the week often sees the market opening with a sharp move in a dominant direction, reaching a peak or low around midday, and a final level by the late afternoon close. By calculating only the previous day's strength index, one can predict the likelihood of an upward continuation, confirmed at the open, resulting in 2 specific parameters: the strength and the sentiment. In theory, it's like combining the fear and greed index with an RSI. In practice, it works better, mostly because it follows specific cycles, thus avoiding the confusion of following dubious data gathered from retail news outlets, or simply because the RSI is a lagging indicator based on a preset single formula. By adapting to the time frame and cycle you are following, you can extract more precise data and up-to-date with the price action, rather than literally using the default settings that market makers use to counter-trade you. The third and last one is the Scalping Bot 1.2, which is a trading strategy built on the simple yet powerful principle of objective points, or the long-short SATURN system automatized. This system measures the pockets of buying or selling pressure within the current week, automatically setting buy orders under a tracehold of 0 and sell orders around 70 out of 100, allowing for precise strategic entries and exits based on pure math. Best returns came from consolidation ranges while the market is subject to manipulation and human emotion takes control. A bot allows the trader to focus on swing moves and let the time-consuming day trading to machines. I documented the progresses both on X and on the House of Saturn, so the results have been backtested and documented everything to see. I am still working on this one because it misses a logical flow of picking the correct envelopes based on the force indexes. Thus, combining all of the above-mentioned indicators into a single one becomes a little tricky, but ultimately works without the assistance of a human hand. What I want to upgrade are the return margins, which already sits at a nice 70% return, but can do even better as I am using the indicators with a far higher accuracy. If you wish to try the Saturn system, remember that the first 14 candidates will get a huge discount.